Hello everybody, this is David for Elizabeth Craft Designs. Good evening and welcome to another live. It's Monday. I see a lot of people coming in already. Good to see you all. It's been a while. I see Patricia, Rebecca, Sylvia, Linda, Carol. Hello Sandra, Joe. Good evening everybody. Hi Els. Hi Ivor. Sorry, I'm still unwrapping some stuff because I messed up. Well, didn't mess up, but I picked the wrong color of gesso. There we go. I'm set now. So how's everybody doing? Good to see you all. Don't forget to like, share and comment to be able to win the $50 gift certificate because, well, you want that. Fun stuff coming out. So hi Anita, hi Michelle, hi Patricia, hi Robin. Michelle, you thought you could hear I was thinking about you. I'm playing with gesso tonight, and always when I'm playing with gesso, I'm thinking about you. I don't know why. But anyways, what am I doing? I'm peeling out little bits and bobs from a doily. Might as well make myself useful while we're waiting for people to come in, right? So, how's everybody doing? Having fun on this Monday evening? Let me see if I can find myself. That might be helpful. Why isn't that working? There we go. There we go. Nearly there. Nearly there. There we go. Got it. Hello. So, I'm seeing myself twice now. That's not good, right? So, hi Pat. Hi Yvonne. Hi Ingrid. Hi Deborah. Are you on the plane now, Ingrid, or are you already in Canada? I know you were on your way to Canada earlier. Hello, hello, hello. Well, good to see you all. Yeah, I'm going to be playing with an art journal tonight, and I'm going to decorate that ready for the Christmas release. That is coming to the website of Elizabeth Craft Designs Wednesday, so make sure to tune in Wednesday for all the inspiration. Of course, the collection is available now at your favorite store, but we're going to show you all the gorgeousness. I've got it over there, that's why I'm watching over there. All the samples from the design team. Be ready to be blown away because they did an amazing job. So that's for Wednesday, and then Friday Els will be here with more inspiration from the US design team, from the US and Canada. So yeah, that is going to be fun. Today I'm going to be using, well, little bits and bobs from the new release, not everything, but yeah, well, I will be leaving tomorrow. Oh, misjudged that one. Okay, well, safe travels then. Safe travels. So, yeah, I'm gonna have some fun. I'm gonna be playing with mixed media, have some fun, get messy. Hey, let's do that, right? Getting there, Riek, getting there. Not 100%, but the fever is gone, so that's good. Right, let's dive into it. Then you don't have to see me, well, you still see my face over there, here. Anyways, what I'm doing, I've got a journal here, which is the nice, beautiful square XL journal. They're beautiful as is, but for Christmas I want to play with them and decorate them. So what I've done, this is something from the new release that I'm cut out with some sticky adhesive on the back, double-sided adhesive on the back, and I always fight with that because I always make, for some reason, it gets caught on itself. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue this onto the page, and then I'm going to cover that all up with gesso. So, well, good to see you here, Heather. So, this is soft finish card, of course. And I'm just going to stick that on like so. And then what I'm going to do, because I really want this to be stuck on there, I'm going to take a brayer and just brayer that on there. Just making sure there's a good connection. And then it's on there. And there's going to be layers of gesso and paint over this, so I'm not worried that it's going to come off. So here's another doily. And I'm just going to do it like this to get all the bits and bobs out. because I don't want these little things to be in there, but that's going to be a bit of a and that's user error. That's nothing to do with the dye or with this adhesive. That's just I always struggle with that, and I always make it work, so I'm not fussed about it though. I know it's going to be beautiful, but yeah, this is just a bit of a nuisance. So I've already done the one. Now I don't have to do it all because I don't want this one to be like here in the bottom corner. So that's going to be fine like that. So let me get these pieces off. Hello, Catherine. Oh, before I forget, I have a winner to announce. I have a winner. Where is it? Where is it? I've got my brain. Right. If anyone sees a brain wandering around in Lelystad, it's mine. Bring it back. The winner for the $50 gift certificate from last week is Rosalie Slabber. Now I know Rosalie is working tonight because she commented, oh, I'm missing it, I have to work. So if someone can tag her, Rosalie, contact Elizabeth Craft Designs through info@ecraftdesigns.com and then you will be sent your gift certificate for $50. Congratulations, Rosalie. So that goes to proof. Like, share and comment to be able to win that $50 gift certificate because you want it. You want it. Huh? It's fun. Oh, I'm trying to get these pieces off. My finger, which is always funny. People always laugh at me when I'm doing this. But hey, I do this during demos in stores as well. That's right. Okay, so that one's on there. Brayer it out. Brayer it on there. Just to get that connection going. And then I can trim this off. So I'm going to take these scissors and just trim it off. It's easy, easy squeezy, right? Yeah, I could have done that, but then I thought this is, in the end of the day, this is a better better connection, if that makes any sense. So that's why I chose to use this, because I'm going to be handling this journal quite a lot, of course, during the holiday season. There we go. That's that. That's on there. Next I'm going to take a stencil, and I'm going to take some texture paste. This happens to be from Finnabair. You can use any texture paste for this. Just, yeah, any. It is a gorgeous one, that doily, I agree, Ingrid. So I'm just mixing it up a bit. So finally we have some nice weather. That's why I use tape, Sandra. Because there's so much detail in this one. Right, I'm going to start here in the corner. And I'm just going to put some of that texture paste through there. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. I just want some texture on there. There we go. And I'm going to do the same here. Now what I should have done is grab the bucket of water, but if you know me, and if you see me live before, you know I forgot, right? Which is also fine, because then I'll use a baby wipe. This is a funny texture. It's like handmade paper when it dries, which is pretty cool. There we go. Now what I don't like is this bit, so what I'm going to do is, because I don't like the straight line, so I'm just going to take some of that off, flatten it out. There we go. Once we're done, you will not be able to see that. So let's grab a baby wipe. Or 2 or 3. And clean this up. Oh, that's a good one. I will remember that one. Just cleaning up this. And then I'm going to clean this off. This needs to dry anyway, so I might as well put that to the side for a second. Quickly clean off my stencil. And I will get into all the nitty-gritty details of the stencils and show you loads of samples Wednesday. So be sure to tune in on Wednesday. That's going to be a really, really fun live. So there we go. This one, and then we're ready to go. Let me heat set this paste. Put that away, don't need that anymore. Clean up your desk, David. Close that, that's away. There, ready to go. That looks like a bit much, so just, there we go. Carefully peel it off. Now this needs to be dry for the next step, and the next step is going to be gesso, but I'll go through my thought process, how I got to this in a second. So, I'm going to use some stuff that's called shimmer glaze, and I tested that out on a piece of white, and I thought, okay, this is nice, but not really what I wanted. Then I tested it on black, better, definitely like it on the black, but it's not really what I anticipated. And then I had this stuff, the Decor Lazur, on white, and then I put that over it, the gold, and I thought, yes, that's what I want. Because I want to go for fancy, sort of stylish Christmas. And this almost looks like furry as well. It's really gorgeous. So this is what my choice, what I'm going to do. So then I was preparing, and for the people that were already here at the beginning, that's why I was running a tiny bit late, because I had black gesso. Because I had still in my mind, I'm going to do it on black, but I changed my mind. So I had to get my white gesso out. Long story, but yeah. That's dry. Enough. So I'm going to open my white gesso, get a brush out, this one, and I'm going to start painting my journal. Now I'm just going to go over everything, getting in all the nooks and crannies, because I want that white base. So just like that, I'm going to, and the reason why I'm showing this again, because I get so many questions on people that are afraid to decorate their journal, or that they say, oh, how do you do that? And what are the first steps? Well, just do it. Play. In the end of the day, if you don't like it, paint over it. It's just, yeah. That's what works. That's how we all do it. No, I don't do that on the back because, well, when I have my journal in my hand, it's like this, and when I open it, it's like that, and I don't do the back. It's getting the same color, but I'm not going to stencil or decorate the back. Personal choice. Personal choice. so that's the first layer. I'm going to do a second layer because you still see the brown shining through a bit. So don't want that, but first layer is on there. Like that. Perfect. And then I'm just going to paint the back of this. And this journal has a beautiful texture of its own, which makes it perfect to decorate with paints, etc. It will come through, and that is what I love about this journal texture. Well, I'm not done yet, am I? And if I'm finished early, I'm finished early. But I won't be finished early, so that's not going to be an issue. There we go. So quickly let me heat set this. So what I did, I pulled back the elastic to the back. People, I was impressed. I did the workshops in Florida, and we did the mixed media cover there as well. And there were some ladies there that had the inside of their journal completely clean. They scared me to death because I was like, how? Impressed. Never with me. So when I'm finished, I will color the inside as well. Hi, Shireen. Hi, back to South Africa. Well, Debbie, that depends on what you define as go wrong. There are always areas that I think, could have done that differently. But the end result is what counts. And I think when the end result is something I can be happy with, that's fine. I've said this many times, but for this kind of stuff, you need to let go of your perfectionism because otherwise you will never get to it. And in the end of the day, if you don't like it, paint over it and start again. So, yeah. So, second layer, and that will completely cover it up. We'll make it completely white. See? Like that. I'm not going to do that, ladies. You can stop talking about that. I'm not going to do that. Facebook does not like that. They will cut off the live. So, we're not doing that. So I'm just bouncing it in there because I want this to be really in there as well. For two reasons. One, for color. Two, it's going to help to secure the doily to the paper. But now it all blends in. You see that? It's all one color, so that helps it to all blend in. But I love the different textures. So there we go. There we go. Beautiful. Well, it's white, but I like it. Put that in water, close this up. Get a baby wipe. Thank you, Jane. There, clean this off. I love playing with mixed media, and especially now when I'm not feeling 100%. A lot of people know that. I was down with COVID last week, getting there, getting better, but not there yet. And then mixed media is like, oh, it's just fun and play and don't have to think a lot about it. So I had to cancel a demo, which is something I never do. So, yeah. But okay, it's what it is. Well, that's the problem, Femke, the copyright bit. Okay, this has to be really dry now for the next layer. No, it's not gone. Let me tell you, it's not gone. We both have it, and it's not fun. But I'm getting there, getting there. But it's a nuisance, let me tell you. It's not a fun little thingy. I'll get a clean brush out for this, I think. Yeah, why not? Got a bigger brush here. So this is Decor Lazur. This is very thin acrylic paint. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting some on here, picking that up with my brush, and I'm just going to go over this. And this will give some color to the background. I might as well just do this. Just as quick, right? And it'll bring out the different textures that are on here now. So you've got the texture of the journal. You've got the texture of the texture paste on there, which is fun texture. And you've got the texture of the doilies. So, but this is really thin like water. Yeah, it's really thin, Sandra. It's really like water. And you can do fantastic techniques with it. I've done a video on the Elizabeth Craft Designs page a while ago, using 3 different colors. Yeah, it was fun. Can't remember the project I made though, but I know I used it. I know I used it. So what this does, it just gives it a wash of color. Now you can use any acrylic paint with that diluted a bit with water, but this is really pigmented stuff. I just like it. But again, you can use acrylic paint, distress paint, thin it out with water. Just give it a wash of color fairly. That's what we're doing here. So. There we go. That's it. So we've got some color going on now. And I'm just gonna spot correct that a bit. Like, okay, I need a bit more here. Thank you for liking, sharing, and commenting. Oh, no, it's way thinner. It's water. It is water. Okay, dry this. But I just love how you can change a journal, the appearance of a journal, just by putting on different layers of yumminess on there. I know, Femke, I'm not blind, but I'm drying it first to do another layer. But thank you. It dries really quick. Yeah, there, it's already dry. But I did saw some gesso come up and some paste, so that's why I'm sort of drying it before I do the final touches. And again, there's another layer going over this, so I'm not too fussed. I'm fuffing about it now, but yeah. And again, perfection is overrated, doesn't have to be perfect. So let me clean my brush, and then I'm going to get a better quality brush out. This one. I know, Patricia, I just noticed that. But it's not. I love it. So next I'm going to use this shimmer glaze. It's also by Pentart. But I want to make sure this is really dry. Okay, there we go. Grab some of that stuff and just put it on there. Just don't think, do it. Go for it, David. Go for it. Oh, yes. Look at that. Hi, Terry. Good to see you. So, doing this side now. Just one layer of that yumminess on there. And then we'll dry it and we'll see how it is. And yes, there's a lot of drying time involved in here, but yeah, nothing we can do about that. So, you see the difference, because here it is already drying. And here it's still a bit milky, but when it dries, this is shiny. Exactly, Sandra. That's why I need a full hour, because this has to dry. I know I stole your idea, Els. You were saying you were doing it, and then I took over the live, and then I said, oh, well, now I've got my idea. I know what I'm doing now. Haha. Yeah, if you look at the texture on here now, oh. But I love the fact that you still see that brown peeking through. Because the base of this glitter stuff is transparent. Okay. I think we're going to put that in the water because we're done with the gold. Hot. But yeah, look at that shine. Yumminess, right? So now I got to dive into the cellar because I've got a big box of waxes here. I should have thought about that before, but I didn't. What's that color? I don't want mahogany. I don't want a bluish color. There. So what I want to do is I want to give it some darkness here and there. And I'm going to see. This doesn't seem nice. I'm going to start with this one. This is sepia. And I'm just going to come in here on the side. Oh, yes. And give that a bit of more of an aged look. You see that? Oh, I love this. Oh, that's weird, Belinda. Hi, Belinda, by the way. Hi, everybody that came in late. It's an old book effect, exactly. So I'm just building up that same color. Fading it out a bit. I'm going all over with whatever left on my brush. Just on the higher points, so I'm hardly giving any pressure. I'm just brushing over it, and that's when it starts to grab on to all the textures that are on there. See that? I'm not sure the camera is picking it up, but yeah. Hi, George. So far, I've never had issues with cracking before, and I've done many journals, as you can see, with paste on it. Never had any issue. And if it does, it does. I mean, that's part of the charm. What I will do then is I will grab some paste and put it into the cracks to make them even more visible. No. You don't have to seal this in. Is it waterproof? I think it is. It's acrylic paint and it's wax. And wax is by natural waterproof. But even if it isn't, I'm going to say what Tim always says. It'll only come off if you lick your artwork. And how many times are you going to lick a journal? You know? Don't lick your artwork, I would say. But this is all waterproof. When it's dried, it's all going to be fine. I want Elizabeth Craft Designs to be nice and visible, so. Exactly, Sandra. Exactly. Well, then you have a problem. But again, what's inside is paper. So don't dance in the rain with it, because your papers will be gone and ruined. But in this case, everything I'm using is waterproof, so there's no issue. There's one thing that's bugging me, and that's this little piece. So I will just cut that off. There we go. So what I'm doing now, slightly giving this a blast with the heat tool. Because what that will do, it will melt the waxes even more into the textures, and it will increase the texture on there. Look at that. Isn't this gorgeous? So now I gotta cool it down. Because what I'm gonna do is with stained wood, I'm gonna darken up the edge even more. This one's still new. There we go. Thank you, Andrea. Thank you, Riek. Okay, let me pick up this color. This looks too light. Nah, don't like it. Okay, I'm gonna mix a bit of Sooth in with that. Sooth is black, sort of. These are matte, I believe. Matte finish, yes. This one is a shiny one. And that's what I love about these waxes, that you can mix and match them. You can even mix them like I'm doing now. Because I don't need a lot. I just need a tiny bit around the edge. Just to make that look a bit more dirty and used. You see that? It's just giving it that really old, used look. How I felt when I looked in the mirror this morning. With the one that I didn't like, stained wood. So this is really just going on the edge, but I love the effect it has. So doing that one again. Because I want that same feeling here. Go. Just let me get this off here. And now I'm going back in with sepia. It looks grungy. That was the goal, Debbie. Thank you. I love my grunge. So again, I'm with a very light touch. This is a flat brush, by the way. This is a stippling brush. I'm just gonna go over this bit a bit. Just to make that a bit more, even more grungy. You see that? Now all you have to do is let these waxes dry, and then you can polish them with a dry cloth. Lovely effect. But yeah. There we go. That's my cover done, I think. I'm not going to do any more to it. Love it. So let me just quickly clean off my mess. It does, doesn't it, Katie? You build up on it till you are happy. I'm happy now, so I'm not going to build up any more on it. But there's a lot of layers on here already. Gesso, 2 layers of gesso, layer of paint, layer of gold, and then several layers of the paste. So, yeah. Now I'm going to challenge myself, because, well, what I am going to do potentially can ruin the whole journal, and then I'll just go back in with paint and fix it. But it is going to be a Christmas album, because I've got all my samples here from the, like this one that I made at Create and Craft. Sorry, I'm sneaking it in there. And that's going to be in the journal, because I didn't have a journal yet for it, so that's going to be in there. I'm just going to wrap my finger around the edge here, because there's always some wax there, and I don't want that to go messy all the way around. You see that? So I'm just picking that up. So, I'm going to work on the inside. And to keep that a bit safe, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a baby wipe. This is how I always do it. And in this case, I want it black on the inside. Yes, I know. Living on the edge, right? So I'm going to take my baby wipe and I'm just going to hold this in place, and I'm just going to rub that in there, on there. And that will take away all of my boo-boos. Well, nearly all of it. Some will shine through, but I can dab on it a bit. Thank you, Anne-Marie. Hi, Penny. Good to see you all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So, that's that part done, I think. Put that to the side, get a clean baby wipe, and then I'm going to clean up my... You don't get the stripes. Absolutely correct. There we go, did that right. Cool. Okay, that's clean. Now let's do the other side. Just like that. It's almost like shoe polish in a way. Make sure you don't move the journal. That is the key here. Going to the edge. Living on the edge. So. Now, all that's left is to do the centerpiece. So let's do that. Work it in there. And I'm taking the elastics with me, with it as well, because, well, I don't want brown elastics anymore. So I'll just tear it with the black gesso and color my elastic band with that as well. Why not? Right? I'm just gonna do it like that. And I pull on it at the same time because then it stretches, so I get some of the black in there as well. I'll just take my fingers and rub that in there. And I did it without damaging my cover. Yay! So, now, there's black everywhere, so I gotta clean that up. First, here, do that. Put that down, and then get this off my fingers. So this might need a second layer, but I'm gonna let that dry. But I don't think it needs it. I think it's going to be fine. So, drying that baby. Now it's black gesso. Heavy gesso in this case, but any gesso will do. It needs another layer. You see that? It's still shining through, so I'm going to give that another go. Oh yeah, clean fingers with mixed media and me? Haha, not gonna happen. But you don't have to. You don't have to. Because this washes off quite easily, so I'm just gonna fold it in half, wrap it around my fingers, and get some of the gesso on. It's like shoe polish, you polish it in. You can do this with black acrylic paint as well, but I had the black gesso on my desk, so that's why I'm doing that. So just putting on that black on the inside. There we go. I'm just looking for color ink. Let me have a look. Let me have a look. Look. I'm gonna have some fun with this. So, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take the same stencil that I used on the front. This time I'm going to use a brush. Let me get a brush. This one. And this is like Miracle ink. On black it has a different color. So what I'm going to do, hi Astrid. Well, that comes with the job, right? Okay. So I'm just going to build up that color in the corner here, fading it out to nothing. So more color in the corner. Building that up to nothing. Ah, look at that. And it's an interference, so you will have different colors in there. Look at that. I love that effect. And it's so funny, because here it's blue. I'm going to do the same here a bit. That's the big question. On black it's a different color than on white. Yeah, I'm having fun with these inks. They are coming to the Netherlands. They are coming. But yeah, not from Elizabeth Crautsigns, obviously. So, but yeah, they work fantastic with this release. So that's why I'm using them. Thank you. And I love that you can still blend them. There we go. Look at that. So I'll do the same here. Oh, I love this. There we go. That's it. Move away. Move away. Look at that. Loving it. Loving it. Right, let me put that one through. I'm going to pull this one through the hole there. That's always a bit finicky, so bear with me. I know I can do it because I've done it many times before, but always during a live it is a bit more tricky. There's a bit blue there because it's on my fingers. Just making the hole a bit bigger there. There we go. Now, don't like that boo-boo. But they're water reactive. There we go. Fixed. Fixed. So, clean enough. Here it is. Here's a cover of my journal. My Christmas journal done. So Wednesday you will see it in action because then I will fill it up with all the samples that I made for this release. So again, don't forget to join me Wednesday and look at the inside. Isn't that gorgeous? You gotta love it. You gotta love it. I love it anyway. You don't have to, but I do. Right, so let me switch the cameras around. Wow, 6 minutes to spare. I'm sorry guys, but I'm done. So okay, just one more. There we go. Look at that. Look at the detail on there, the texture, all the different yumminess that's on there, right? You gotta love it. You gotta love it. So, that was it for today. Don't forget to like, share and comment again to be able to win the $50 gift certificate. And if you want that. So, and Wednesday, as I said, Wednesday will be a big day because that's when we will do the live with the new release, going through all the details, going through all the samples we've got. So that's Wednesday. I'll be live on Wednesday again. And then Friday, Els will be live going through the samples we've got from the US design team. And I've seen them. They are absolutely stunning as well. So be ready to be inspired, to see lots of great inspiration and lots of great samples. Thank you for joining me tonight. I had a blast. I love it. Love it. Did I always say I love it? I love it. And I'd love to see you Wednesday. See you then. Bye.